So good morning, Ellen. Good morning, Shadi. Thank you very much for accepting to give some thoughts on our show. So could you please introduce yourself so that our public knows you more?
My name's Ellen Grant. I'm a pediatric neuroradiologist at Boston Children's Hospital and a professor of radiology and pediatrics at Harvard Medical School.
Yeah, thank you so much, Abdullah. So my name is Shadi Albarqouni. I'm a professor at the University of Bonn and also group leader at Helmholtz AI in Munich, Germany.
Thank you. What's interesting is that your field of expertise are quite cross-integrated. So could you, Ellen, please share with us some initiatives or some projects that you are involved in the precision medicine field?
One of them is called the HBCD project, or the Healthy Brain and Child Development Project, which aims to recruit 7,200 mother-infant pairs starting in the second trimester with biospecimens, imaging questionnaires, and follow them to 10 years of age, with the goal of gathering information about what affects brain development in terms of environment and other genetic factors and so on.
No, that's great. Shadi?
Yeah, I mean, one of the interesting stuff that we are doing is building federated learning, collaborative learning, where you could train machine learning model across different institutes, across continents in a privacy-preserved fashion. One of the interesting projects that we do basically on breast mammography, like detecting lesions and also the breast density. This is particularly important because, you know, the breast density varies across different populations, etc. So taking into account all this population and building like more generalized model that could fit basically different population, that would be our objective.
Thank you, Shadi. Ellen, what are the biggest challenges in such endeavors that you're taking in the project to set precision medicine in clinical setting?
Yeah, there's a lot of other projects we're doing similarly that involves getting data from neonates and fetuses, and the challenge is getting enough data that is representative, because we can get the data from our, say, patient population, but to really generate or develop models that are applicable or generalizable to other sites, it takes a lot of work to get other sites to collaborate, and especially when you want to do international collaboration, getting data from international sites to combine with our models can be some of the most challenging things because of the regulatory issues around that.
Yeah, thank you. That's a good transition. So you touched on federated learning. What can do federated learning to elevate what Ellen was just said?
Yeah, indeed. I mean, there's of course, like, I mean, just echo what Ellen just was mentioning about. There's a lot of challenge when you work with international collaborators. There's a lot of politics that get involved there. Infrastructure, right? Particularly when you work with also like different countries with different resources. So this is also one of the challenges that you need to tackle basically. But I think we are doing all for good reasons, like good stuff, because we want to make, well, the models generalizable enough to different populations. We want to be, well, build models more inclusive, where we could just bring also those kind of long tail populations that haven't been like untapped basically.
And if I could build on that too, what we're trying to do in that is we've developed models that, or we're developing federated learning with IBM and Red Hat to have instances within the hospitals so that you could do federated learning within the secure walls of the hospital. So it's just the model that goes to different hospitals, and the weights or the gradients that are changed to the other site. So that way the hospital never has to share outside of its secure environment, because most hospitals, particularly the academic ones, have very strict regulations around that. So it starts to open up the opportunity to be able to do that kind of federated learning across sites.
Thank you very much. That's great. One last question. We all agree that precision medicine is deeply and multidisciplinary. What do you think such events, such symposium that try to gather people from different avenues could contribute to build the engagement that is sometimes missing? Please, Ellen.
Well, I think to get accurate predictive models, you need to have participation from multiple different disciplines, because predicting the future of a complex system is incredibly challenging. And so you need to know all the different factors that are fitting into that model. And even with that, we'll never be 100% precise, because you can't predict the future of complex systems. So, so I think it's really important that we interact and we think about not just one point in time, but to follow the trajectory, because one point in time, you could be this identical at one point in time, but have trajectories that are going in totally different directions. So you have to think of things, I think, also as a trajectory, not just a single time point.
Can you build in more?
I can't agree anymore. I think this is what we are here basically, because precision medicine is about also different disciplines, right? So you work with mainly medical imaging, but I talked to a couple of people, they work also in like immunology, genetics, etc. And this is how you would build your precision medicine model, right?
Yeah.
So this is like where such an event's like, it's just amazing place to network, connect, and build on top of it for research collaboration, right? Yeah.
Really, it was a pleasure to have you on the show, Shadi and Ellen, and thank you very much for your kindness. Thank you very much.